Hopefully they let us sell here, because if not, this was a big, big mistake. But there was a vendor here, so that's my hope. And again, we do want to report back, say, hey, I found your sister. She said, F you.
May we have a moment of respite?
No, and we can camp here too, by the way, because there's a camp spot with this doofus. You pay him like 37 coin or some such, and he'll let us camp there for the night, which is awesome. We'll just say, camp. Everyone will be rested. We'll be all good to go. Doug. What up, Doug? Show me your wares. Here's our junk. Right there, we just made over 4 grand. Now for magic stuff, watch this. We don't need any of these rings. We don't need any of this breastplate stuff. We don't need any of these cloaks. I don't want a composite longbow +1. Rod of the Fearless. Oh, I gotta show you what that is still. We don't need a giant strength +2. I don't need a tower shield +2. Well, yes, Valerie could use that. I think she has a better one right now, and I don't need to weigh her down like carrying like 4 or 5 of those damn things. No one's going to use padded armor +3. I can tell you that right now. Light shield +3. That one might be okay. Ornery, chucking it. Speed dagger. That's the one I'm keeping. Battle axe +3. One-handed battle axe, by the way. Just saying. For those of you that wanted to do something different than a sword saint, you can do a battle axe saint. Fury's Legacy. Selling it. Keeping all the robes. Don't need this composite short bow +2 because we got better than that right now anyway. Keeping that cloak. What else we selling, bro? Anything? Don't think so. Nope, we look pretty good. That's our incense burner. Remember, we need 3 of those things. Thank God it's giving us the option to not sell it. Lie, you bastard. But it doesn't automatically go into the kitty is my point. Because that could have been bad. So yeah, we just made, well, okay, we didn't make 100 grand. We made 25 grand plus on that. Almost 30. Probably with what's back there, total would be 30. So that's not bad. And we got 2 more places to go. If they're just as reliable when it comes to loot, we could actually do pretty good for ourselves, getting us back into a solid number. Before we talk to him, I want to talk to her.
May we have a moment of respite?
To face sister. I found your sister in the Sepulchre of Forgotten Heroes.
Thank you for your help. I hope she's all right.
She's alive and well, and she'll return soon. She asked me to give you this incense burner.
That's strange. What could keep her away for so long? I suppose it is no matter. I'm just happy to know she's all right. Thank you for taking care of her.
Okay, we lost our incense burner. So we'll talk to the Goth real quick because we want to tell him about his people as well.
This whole land looks like one big burial ground. Ask away. Why not? You're welcome.
Alright, he doesn't want to talk. I wanted to warn him that his people all died. I wonder if that blind dude... Matter of fact, let's do a quick once around the camp. See if that blind guy that we healed... And there's the Raven. Raven watches you attentively. Oh, you prick. He did all kinds of sneaky. Barbarian, archers...
In due time.
Barbarian archer. The one that looks like the wounded guy. Bolga. Oh, it's you. So how are those ugly things enjoying their caves? Is it cozy? He's from another vision we had.
If you dare.
I need to actually go back to that cave at some point and see if they have anything to say. So pay 23 gold. I'd like to spend the night here. Boop, boop, boop. Because we're awesome. Yeah. Alright, and back on the road we go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We are headed to next. Well, first, we need to see how far away we are from our camp. Remember, we want to get back before the 6th. That's a key component to all this. So if we were just to head back right now, it'd be the 4th day and 18th hour. It's not that great. So maybe something on the way. So how about instead of hitting the city of Hollow Eyes, which is farther away, we come down here and hit the Lindorm's Grave or the Collapsed Passage. That's what I'm thinking. Go. And we can do this too. Because XP and reasons. My coffee got cold. Boo. Alright, we just got dog cutter stuff here.
Battles await.
Some Skeletors will handle this problem. Hey bros, how y'all doing? Oh yeah, do all that reduced damage. Alright, Liza's turn. Oh, she might as well just strip damage these damn. These fools over here. Come on, Liza. Why aren't you doing your thing? That's weird. We got a bad guy up there, I see. Ooh, you bastard. Alright, we'll buff up a little. Charge this fool.
Bring it!
Show off. I mean, good job. Alright, Tristan. Shoot
I'll
this fool.
try to make this swift.
Good job. Proto. So sneak attack, love that bastard. Oh damn it, you used to turn to some of the skeletons. My bad. People lost, we're not gonna do bombs. There's no need to waste them. You go ahead and shoot that fool up. Liza, I'm okay with her charging this fool. Well, hit him so hard he got scared. That's my fault.
Strike!
Tear them apart!
Come on, Mary, kick his ass. Like that.
They go down!
Nice. Tristan.
So
Shoot
it's
that one,
come to
please.
this.
Good job, Tristan. Oh, yeah. Having skeletons is an infinitely useful thing. Snake attack, you loser.
Will they ever learn?
Nice work. You were lost. We're not going to go chasing that fool down. He'll come back. Let's go mess with these guys.
Should be used in other ways.
Doors
Don't hold
turn.
back! This will hurt! You should have run!
Miri. You can kill this one, right? Yeah, you can. Get in this guy's face.
Bring it!
Repent!
Run them through!
Not bad. Skeletons are free up now. There we go. Only one guy to deal with now. He went running that away.
A fine use of my talents.
And he's done. Good job, team. Alright, so let's grab up their loot. Not that it's worth much, but again,
I do
stuff
what
to
I
sell.
must.
And we got some masterwork stuff in there, so it's $100 a pop of those things, maybe 50. So, total worth. Oops.
I'm off.
Alright, alright, alright. Going out of here. let's see where we go from here. Yeah, definitely the Norm's grave. Hopefully we're not breaking something by going to an area earlier than we should. That is always a concern here. But not a whole lot I can do about it without knowing. So again, we're just going to assume we're making the right choice. Let's see. How big is this map? This could be fun if it's huge. It looks tiny. Alright, so we're just going to use
My
a
skills are getting rusty.
weak buffs. I'll happily give him at least his mutagen.
In due time. This will be quick.
Oh, I didn't mean to click on you, Mastodon. They were not hostile. Did you see that? They were yellow. They're such a big target. I was moving them through the area, and because of our turn-based combat, if you accidentally click on somebody that you don't want to fight, but you can fight them, which is clearly the case here, you will initiate combat. So unlike that, if anyone else was on the team, they would have taken their chance to, you know, draw their bows and arrows or cast their spells or run towards them with their weapons. I could have stopped them from attacking by clicking the ground or something. So this is my bad. This really was a mistake. But we were probably going to kill them anyway, let's just say it. It's cheap XP. I'm going to hit them. I bet you they're not very smart. So let's hit them with a nice will save spell like... Oh, that won't work. I don't have much in the way of movement. You see that? So... Buff up. Liza. Now we're talking. Get some doggos out. This alone should keep us from dying. You can straight up shoot him,
Hear
right?
you cry.
Ooh, missed. Oh, critical miss. Oh, man, really? This is the place, by the way, I was saying that if you found it, you can send the sweet teeth to here to collect the bones or polish the bones or something with the bones. Amiri, I just want you to come over here, kid. Let those guys deal with the doggos. Jubilos, can you shoot any?
Clever ploy.
We'll let you take one shot. And of course the AIs are bugging over here, so they're moving backwards instead of moving forward. So they're tripped up on some rock or whatever. Tristan, get your ass over here. Thank you. Door's turn. Okay, now we can have some fun.
Strike!
Hey, that was a nice crit. 36 damage. Eliza, why don't you come up here? And for funsies, why don't you just electrify these little bastards? Got two of them. Oh, I got three. I got the other one for 6 damage. Doggos are doing their job. Good job, doggos. Proto, now you're close enough that you can sneak attack, but I want you to do another 5-foot stutter step this direction. Can you hit that fool? I want to work on the one on the outside because he's already handicapped, so to speak, with his penalty to his swing. Juby, can you reach that bastard?
Primitives.
Yes. I hit him once. Tristan's turn. Now, I don't mind blowing a spell on this because, again, we're headed back to base here any minute. So, probably going to take a knee before too long. So, wiping out a problem is not the worst idea ever. Dorraj one's already wounded. Finish him off. Nope, sadly no. Eliza's turn.
We
Get
shall
up in here.
overcome.
Punch him in the face. 28, very nice. Goggles managed to take out one more. 5-foot stutter step this way. Shoot
Out
that
of my
fool.
way.
Had to check for a minute there to make sure it wasn't one of my team that just got killed. Cool. Juby. Decent movement to you, buddy. Shoot that
Will
fool.
they ever learn?
Christian. Once you do Oh yeah, let's do some fire. This thing's probably got no touch armor. There we go. Just raking in the damage. So, of course, we want to slaughter the things and get our loot. We were going to have to probably touch something back here that was going to piss them off anyway. What I mean is, they're so big, it's hard to click on these little items and not click accidentally on them, so I don't really feel bad that we would have screwed that up. But, well, rando place.
I do what I must.
It's just another exit, right? Yes. We have some treasure back there. We missed some shrooms. So might as well head to it. Alright. Where you at there, Mr. Shroom? Okay.
In due time.
Okay, and then just for those of you that were curious about what we picked up, because I was kind of fast forwarding through that stuff. First, let's Mastodon steak recipe. Oh, just to read it: butter, herbs, and Mastodon meat, which we just picked up a bunch. So awesome. And newest to oldest, we picked up some gems and rings and stuff. We got a 2-bladed sword +2, which I never use. If you guys use that stuff, that's cool, but there's not many in the game. There's a really good one in the game, but again, it's probably like at the end of the damn game. So again, stuff like that is, well, it sounds badass. It's like the bastard sword. I wanted to have a bastard sword for my Eldritch Scion right off the bat, or for a Sword Saint right off the bat. I'm like, yeah, and then it turns out, no, there's not very many. There's 1 or 2 good ones, but again, you don't get them until very late. Now here, a day and an hour. I'll put this at 5 and change. Remember, we want to be back before the 6th. Wait, on the 6th. Yeah, because we had 7 days. Okay, so, or 7th. The 7th day was when he was going to turn stuff in. So we probably have time to do maybe little selling source. Let's go do that. While we're here, we might as well do this part. So we can do this part long distance. Triumph, Reg, community, loyalty, military, and stability. And now we have to put it on something else. There is a scandal in the capital. The guard captain brought the instigators to the castle. We have to go back for that, apparently. Again, we'll have to do that for when we do this part. Because, again, he has 70% chance. So he could fail that one. And that's the concern. That's why we want to be back by the 7th. Technically, I suppose we only really need to be in the zone, but since we have to go back to the castle anyway to deal with that one problem, we definitely want to deal with that problem.
May we
So
have a
selling
moment of
source.
respite?
Quick save here. Notice we have some tired people, but depending on the map, this could be easy. This could be, oh, holy hell, we need to step outside and rest. So let's take a quick gander. See what we have to deal with here. We have, let's see.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, so this one's a bad area. It's
What's that?
trapped area for one,
Rest would be welcome.
and then there's like a big nasty summon monster bastard over here.
A trivial task.
So you want to come through. You're definitely gonna want to buff up
What's new?
I'm listening.
with stuff like delayed poison. Is some
any
Fizz might
brilliant
come in
ideas?
handy. I'm definitely gonna put freedom of movement on my main, because if he gets like paralyzed or something, we could be game over on that shit.
I'm positive I found
Where are
something.
you going, jackass? Go over here, buff me up. Buff yourself up. Buff yourself up again. So,
Right here, my friend.
No one stands in my way.
I'm not going to go crazy with the buffs on this one,
Absolute.
but we have no reason to not want to have some stuff on us.
Together we stand. Ona Arayanan. Let's move already.
Keep forgetting she has magical gear. Gives her bonuses. like heroism spell once a day for like 20 minutes.
Rest would be welcome.
Okay, so best bet here is quick save, stealth this if you can,
I'm hungry. When we stop.
and the reason for that is, again, there's going to be a monster bad guy over here.
A trivial task.
Now that we don't have to worry about that trap, we can come over here. There may be another trap in here, though.
Of respite.
Like that. Not that I care about missing the trap, but I don't want to alert the other guy. So instead of going in there, if we can't perceive the trap, that's fine. What we're going to do, though... Oh, we did it this time. What we're going to do this time is, though, we're going to come over here
The
and miss it
life
this time.
ends here.
Now, if you did not have the turn-based combat that we have, this fight can be nasty. First, look at the electric damage this bastard's going to unleash on you. That's 3 Axiomites. Again, she has that same ability. These guys shred not only your team by mistake when she summons them and they're behind us, but these guys are obviously trying to attack us. So we're going to get lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. So again, we really need to have someone that can buff us with protection. I believe Jubilos has that protection, so I don't want to move per se. I do want to kill. So that was solid. Gonna take a stutter step. There he is, the insane wizard. Proto can have some fun by doing like this. Now, I did that because I'm hoping they're going to draw their attention to cast their lightning bolts this way and fry those dudes. Leave us alone. But even if they don't, we have Juby. We can cast this. It's not perfect. Let's resist electricity. You can get the whole team on this mess. And then move his happy ass this way. Let's keep doing this. Now here's a Miri. There's a reason in the world that she doesn't want to get a piece of this action.
Tear them apart!
Eliza, she can do the same trick with them. Berlani, Azada are the Axiomites. These guys are Axiomites, so this guy's better at summoning than her. Because she gets multiples of these guys where she only gets one. But that's not the point. She's still fine, and she can do damage to them in mass, so why not do so? Oh, that's why, because they're immune. Why can't I hit... Oh, these guys, they see that little trick? So this guy, I can't click on him. Why can't I click on him? Because he's not him. These guys have cast mirror image, I think, on themselves. Christian. Come over here. Can you hit that wizard? Yeah, you can. Dora's turn. Now, Dora has a neat trick. In that he has another AoE move that's teammate friendly. Fireball spell. Control spell. Managed to get some of them.
This will hurt. You should
I
have
want to be on
run.
that wizard's ass, so in case he tries to do something stupid, I can beam his ass. Proto-Lich, can you hit that fool? You probably miss. She doesn't have much in the way of AoEs. We do have poison protection, though. And this could be fun.
Yes.
Lots of saving throws succeeded is what I'm seeing. But the wizard failed his. See him with his head down low, puking his guts out, and some of his pets did the same thing. So that's awesome. Skeletons are immune to it, so they're just going to do whatever it is they can do. Jubilos can probably come over here with his bomby bombs of bombness and just straight up screw over that wizard.
Boy.
And you should know that this is normally a hard fight. And it is. It really, really is. Especially if you don't have the turn-based combat like I have.
I'm there.
We just got ourselves the headband of vast intelligence plus 6 of those guys. Scroll of acidic spray, some other stuff as well, and a helmet that was this headband.
I do what
Just
I
a
must.
rando, middle of nowhere wizard just being a dick. We went into his sanctum sanctorum or whatever and pissed him off. So now we rob him blind, take his shit,
What a failure.
It's fine. I'm not gonna scum that. That's great. We failed it once before. I own the fact that we failed it once before, because quite frankly, that was our fault. I should have known there was a trap there.
May we have a moment of respite?
I do want to point out, though, that, again, we have the headband of Vast Intelligence 6. Remember, she's using the Charisma one because she's an Intelligence caster, but remember, her undead abilities we thought would gain a benefit of having the high Charisma. But remember, this also gives her the whole person spell once a day. Now, again, is that worth it? I can't say. Definitely want to scribe that scroll for her, though. There is no one else on the team that would use the intelligence except for me or Jubilost. And I already got the badass hat of 8, 8, and 8. Juby could use it, but then he loses his professor's hat, which decreases our carrying capacity by 200 pounds. Or that works for the whole team. So it's just like another bag of holding, remember? So that would be a bummer to lose that. And there's no one else that wants to trade off their stuff. She needs wisdom. He needs wisdom, or the phylactery thing. She could use it, and then she would lose the spell. But having said that, let's think about this. Having said that, the charisma is not helping her in any way. It's the spell that was impressive to me. The extra charisma, remember, doesn't impact her hit points and doesn't increase her fortitude. But this extra intelligence will increase her spells per day. So while, yes, she's losing a free whole person spell, she could get it back. And then some, I'm betting. Let's do that. Checking the 123 and the 10 just to prove to myself that that's still true. Nope. Bastard. So this does give her extra hit points. Okay, so this bonus here does work for hit points, but it doesn't work for fortitude. That's so weird. I still think, though, I'd rather have her have the high intelligence. Because if you look at her spell book now, she should have probably 3 slots opened up, is my guess. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So again, is it worth it? She lost not even 200 or 20. It was like 30 freaking hit points or something. Which kind of sucks. I won't lie to you. But I can make up for it by having protective spells, increasing her damage output. Mirror image isn't on her list yet, so that'd be a good one for her to have. For here, I could get another beam spell. I could get vampiric touch. She's not going to be great at it, but it's going to be what, 66 of damage if she does it, and that's 6 to 36 extra hit points for an hour. That's kind of replacing the hit points she's losing by not having the high charisma. I mean, it was not ideal, but it's still not the worst thing ever. I'll give her another swarm. I can give her that whole person that she's missing now. In here, I can give her another animate dead, another bone shatter. That's awesome. Get her some dragon's breath. And we never use this damn emergency forcer. I need to remember to add that to her repertoire, because she has it here, as you see. I say another race spell. Those are always fun. And again, higher intelligence means higher DC checks. So again, another reason to want her to have that gear.
May we have a moment of respite?
Now I'm reevaluating my Eldritch Scion undead build, because again, highest charisma would still affect your hit points. Not the fortitude, but hit points. And that would be pretty solid, because I can get a charisma stat. Alright, so, sorry guys, I have to theory craft here. So, the highest stat you can get unaltered, no buffs, no magic, no gear, is, I want to say, a 24 by the end of the build. Because most things you can get to an 18, 19, or 20. 19 is doable. And if you add 5 more points to that, remember you get 1 at 4, 1 at 8, 1 at 12, 1 at 16, and then the last one at 20. So 5 points you can add to that 19, so pushing it all the way to 24. Now if you could somehow make it at level 1 where you get it to 20, again, it doesn't matter, because the best you could do is 25, so what? The bonuses only apply on the even numbers. So there's no reason to make it 25 charisma. So again, highest is 24. Now, that will work for her fortitude. I'm thinking of my undead Lich Eldritch Scion with an undead bloodline and the undead curse like this character has, who's an amazing character and can tank like a son of a bitch. With that plus 24 charisma by the end of the build, unaltered, that's the equivalent of saying a +7 bonus. So now take a 20th level character, take 20 levels times 7. That's how many extra hit points you just gave that character. So I'm basically giving this character the equivalent of another 140, am I doing my math right? Hit points. Not counting their base, 140 more extra hit points. And a +7 to their fortitude check, which is pretty damn solid to begin with. That's pretty baller. Now I can bump the charisma. Now that won't affect the fortitude, but it will bump the hit points. So again, we're at 140 extra. What else could I give you? Well, I know I can get you another +8 because I have that hat right now, that +8 charisma hat. I know I have that potion from Bakken, that's another +2. That puts it at 10 more. So again, instead of a 24, we're at a 34. And there's a ring out there that can give you at least another 2. So I'm talking 36 charisma. Okay? By the end of this build without much effort, quite frankly. And that would add to our hit points. So let's see, instead of 140, what would that 38 be? Or sorry, 38, it's 36. What would that 36 be? So take away 10, that's 26, 13. So 13 times 20. How many is that? 260 extra hit points on that character. Base. Plus their base, I mean. So 260 plus base. So we're talking at least 300 and some hit points. Maybe 400. That's a hell of an undead Legion son of a bitch Eldritch Scion. That would be worth making. I'm just saying. Sorry, I know I went on a tangent. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
I'm hungry.
How are we doing to get back to base? Hour and a day and 2 hours. No. They'll put it at 5. Remember, we need to be back on the 6th, not the 7th. So we still have time. It could be literally the end of the 6th. We can probably get to the Ghost Stone, don't you think? Oh, and it loops. I wonder if that comes this way. Save that mess.
May we have a moment of respite?
No, stop asking. You're not tired, you big baby. What we got here? Ghost Stone. Is that what it's called? Ghost Stone? How big is this map? Not very. Alright.
Yes?
Again, a little bit of buffage never hurt anybody. And this is probably our last map before heading back to base. He's going to have Expeditions Retreat on, so it's going to be at least a little zippy. Use person first, so he has a better chance of hitting. Give aid to me.
We should move.
That thing there. You can have these wings killed. Use my meta magic rod so we can get some haste faster on the team for longer.
A rest would be welcome.
I'm there.
You guys are fine. We got treasure hunting to do. Ah, edible moss. What would I do without you? You hear a strange, faint humming noise like a swarm of locusts in the distance. Then suddenly, the noise rises to a painful shriek in your ears. Suddenly you find you can make out words in the din. The words are disjointed and hard to make out, but somebody is clearly trying to speak to you. Help? Yes? Who are you, or what are you? Way, traveler, way home. Friend, jester, jest, escape, trap, pain, wound, blood, powerlessness, blood, cold, heat, darkness, 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 light, predators, attack, run, loss. Knowledge Arcana check pass, thank God. Drawing upon your arcane knowledge, you discern that the strange being, whatever it may be, has stumbled into a trap which turned out to be a portal, was injured. You are not sure what the predators are it mentioned, but they must have attacked the creature while it was on the side of the portal. Wish home. What do you want? Stone predators, multitude, stone the predators. Multitude, powerlessness, help, defense, clean up, path, home. Okay, I think we can help them. Succeeded in a wisdom check. You are able to piece the jumbled words together with some difficulty. Near as you can tell, the stranger is asking you to get rid of the mysterious predators that drove it away from the stone. That must be the portal. Rescue predators, banishment, death, reward, presence. I'll see what I can do. I'll go there now and take care of the predators. Home, wish, gratitude, presence. Wonderful. Our fearless Baron, who, mind you, has not at all taken leave of any of his senses except for the common one, has struck a deal with his imaginary friends. My heart may rest easy. Surely these predators are nothing more but an unruly mob of meadow bunnies.
Follow if you dare.
Meadow bunnies don't need to be stoned, Jubilast. So don't be a tool. Alright, so can't go that way, so I guess we're going this way.
I'm positive I found
Or
something.
nature check.
I have managed.
This corpse looks as if it was beaten to death with clubs and hammers. It has a number of broken bones and bruises, mostly on shins and knees. Taking that loot.
I do what I must.
Save. Oh, damn it. Wasn't fast enough. Goblin Horse Slayer. The goblin is glaring at you, grasping his weapon tightly. His wide face is covered in mud, while grass and twigs can be seen poking from behind his ears. The goblin steps back a bit and brandishes his weapon, but half-heartedly he doesn't seem eager to fight. Succeeded at a perception check. In a heartbeat, you realize the goblin is not alone on the hill. Many others, all smeared in clay, disguised with grass and moss, are lying motionless in the slope. Strangely, they don't attack. They are doing their best to remain still and blend in with the grass. Get out of my sight. We can intimidate check these fools, but don't be afraid. I want to talk. What are you doing here? The goblin glances around and responds to his voice raspy. Need food. I catch Lot's legs. Fat, tasty Lot's legs. The goblin licks his lips, smiling. Goblins are willing to eat anything, but still, how hungry does one need to be to start hunting spiders? Give the goblin 3 rations. Here, if you're hungry, eat. As soon as he sees the food, he tears it all out of your hands and takes off, stuffing his mouth as he runs. Mine, all mine. That solves that problem. Oh, there's our Lot's leg spider. Zamas, help, path, home, joy, friend. By the gods, what are you? Traveler, passerby, lost, wandering. What is your name? The creature emits a series of sharp clicks that vary in pitch. Most likely this is its name, but you would be hard-pressed to repeat it. So you were running, so you were the one the goblins were after? Predators, murder, fear, hide and seek. You're limping. Are you hurt? Agreement, pain, enemy, run, loss. Where have you come from to our world? The creature in front of you is silent for a few moments and speaks. Multitude, fey, primeval. Jubilast's eyes widen. He pulls a notepad from his pocket and flips through it frantically, looking between it and the creature. Wait, where was it? Ah, right. I can't believe it. Do you know what this is? Goblins take me. This is a phase spider, straight from the first world. I have so many questions. Why? Why did I never learn to speak Aklo when I had the chance? I have helped you. Where is my reward? No, wait. I found a corpse in the bushes. Was it you who killed the traveler? Past innocence fear. Yeah, it was attacked clearly with clubs. I mean, clearly it wasn't the spider that did it. I have helped you. Where's my reward? The strange creature in front of you points at the bushes it emerged from. Bag, items, multitude. Lead, the path is clear. I hope you find a way back. Farewell. Gratitude, farewell, $200. Woot woot. Knowledge Arcana. The stone surface is covered in mysterious writing, but what interests you more is the stone isn't a stone at all, but a sealed portal from the looks of it. Well, awesome sauce. Ooh, we got treasure here. I want that thing.
Pay attention.
I want this thing.
In due time.
Oh, here we go. Shrooms.
I'm there.
I think that's it. Well, alright. That was kind of cool. Quick save that mess. We lost a few rations to do it.
Respite?
We had extra rations anyway, and it actually lowered our weight, so I'm actually okay with that. We're down to 11 now. Ring a ding ding. We're fine.
Follow if you dare.
Everyone's tired, so we probably should rest, but we need to get back to base, so I might actually just push it back to base. Try to connect the road. Yeah, let's do it. We'll be back in no time. Everyone will be exhausted. It's okay. We can rest up. A good mechanic they could add to the game, by the way, is if you let people get exhausted, you get back to base, you should not be able to take them out. Even with a day's rest, you should have to literally wait another day or pick a new team. I think that would actually be quite cool. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually teleport. Oops. Well, we had stuff to sell anyway. So we'll go to the vendor and sell.
A rest would be welcome.
I do what I must.
Take my stuff. Alright, offer all that. And again, decent chunk of change. I don't need that short bow. Keeping the golden thread for now, because there might be someone back in base that could actually use that shit. Like Lindsay or something. And I wanted to get another ration to bring us back up to 12. Yeah. Feel good about that. Okay, back out, guys.
I'm there.
I need to teleport back to base. It'll be a hop, skip, and a jump. We'll be there before you know it. You whiny crybabies. And... what? Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have to burn a day.
May we have a
So let's
moment of
teleport
respite?
to here. Okay, and enter the throne room. All right. Also, we have something going on at the throne room, so we wanted to be here specifically for this.
Hungry.
Highland, the captain's unusually troubled face is dark with rage. Your Grace, please forgive me for distracting you from important matters, but you're the only one who can talk some sense into these hotheads. They had an argument in the middle of the street. Yelled so much your subject called the guards, but what can they do about it, Lady Valerie? Plus, Evold hasn't done anything illegal. It's not like I can put him in jail. And Valerie, explain yourself. No, Evold, is that the character next to you? Evold the Silver-Tongued, a short, rugged man in a sophisticated garment, bows ceremoniously. I'm in my own person, Your Grace. Evold the Silver-Tongued, who once served as court bard at the best houses of Brevoy and now traded in his golden cage for the free winds of travel, but I digress. This, so to speak, sweet lady insulted me, if you please, in front of my audience, halted my performance, and embarrassed me in front of the entire tavern. Would you please be so kind as to rein this lady in? Valerie is apparently not trying to control herself, but telltale red spots flare on her face. I noticed that someone pinned a disgusting pasquinade, whatever the hell that is, next to the tavern entrance. Something about a bright bird who lost its feathers. That's abominable insolence. Yes, I won't deny I'm guilty. I lost my temper, but who wouldn't have? Apparently because of her scar, she's taken it as a personal insult. Evold gasped with indignation. Is that so? When I smothered this lady with exquisite compliments, I received only insults and jokes in return. When I came to her with gifts, begging her to become the muse for my greatest work, I was ridiculed and sent away like a snotty boy. And now the moment I start to pursue my art away from this good lady, she seeks me out and says I'm guilty of spiteful slander. What shall I do? I'm but a slave to my inspiration, which is sent to me from above. Evold smooths down his hair and adds, and while we're on the subject of my poetry, it's really not that bad. Evold, did you really write a pasquinade about Valerie? Forgive me. Who would I be if I stooped to such low attacks? I won't deny that the cautionary tale of this lady could inspire me. How can you listen to this featherbrain? Of course, in the face of justice, he's ready to disown his own parents. And if I'm allowed to continue, let me say that say what this pasquinade was devoted to, the sad position of the arts in these lands. Forgive my frankness. Anyway, the good lady is unlikely to understand what allegory and poetic hyperbole are. The captain shakes his head sadly. Don't even try it, Grace. I'm afraid even Abadar couldn't get to the bottom of this ball of accusations. Yeah. Number 4. Really, just bullshit. I don't care who said what to whom. You're going to make peace now. Right here in front of me. Valerie almost screams, I'm not going to make peace with this worthless paper stainer. Let him spend his useless time insulting his other bootlickers. Your tongue befits your beauty, my sweet. Truly, what is a beautiful flower's bud worth if it's worm-eaten and empty on the inside? Oh, snap. Enough, both of you. First you scared everyone at the tavern, and now you're embarrassing yourselves in front of the Baron. Apologize at once, if not to each other, then at least to his Grace. I don't know what got into me, Your Grace. Forgive me this scene. Please forgive me, Dora. Perhaps I should leave to calm down and come to my senses. Y'all are fucking crazy. You fucking calm down. Highland. That's nice. You let some steam off and worked some things out. At least now I can let you go, hoping you won't scare our good people anymore. Your Grace, I'll go too, but please keep an eye on Valerie. I don't know what demon has gotten into her, but she's not herself lately. At first she just snapped, and then she started getting into fights with everyone about stupid things, and now she's dragged this bard out of the tavern by his collar. I'm afraid it might come to real violence. What do you mean, hasn't been herself? She got defensive, can't say a word to her. We've been careful around her since she... The captain runs a finger across his face meaningfully. I'm close to ordering my lads to keep an eye out for her in the streets to make the common people's lives a little calmer. You think Valerie could hurt someone? Well, I wouldn't say that. The Valerie I used to know would never harm anyone without a good reason, I guess. But the old Valerie seems to be gone, so I don't know what to expect from her. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I'll try to help her. If I were you, I would talk to the storyteller. One of my lads saw Valerie arguing with him. I have no idea how anyone can have a fight with such a harmless elf, but she did. The captain bows, finishing the conversation. Oh, shit, Val. And this is one of our artisans. Wim Womblegander, the goldsmith's face shines. Your Grace, please accept this humble gift as a token of my deep affection, respect, and whatever else the rules tell me I'm supposed to say. I very much hope you like it. I worked hard on it. A thorny ring. She's a little thorny. Awesome. I want you to make something specific for me. How about you make me an amulet? Look at Master Craftsman nods at you pensively. Alright, I think I have a draft somewhere. Well, alright. Thank you, Mim. We love you. Alright, let's actually look at that first. It's what I think it is. It's not that big a deal, but still. It is a thorny ring. Grants aware the ability to cast Sickening Entanglement 3 times per day as a 3rd level druid. That's not a bad ring. For a character who doesn't, or for instance, for a character who doesn't have the ability to cast spells. The ability to slap one down 3 times a day comes in super goddamn handy. Just saying. We have that golden thread. Who's the charisma person here? She's doing the Inquisitor bonus to wisdom thing. He's charisma based. Oh, here we go. Aha. Hell yeah. Get yourself a golden thread, bro. You get a whole person spell. A spell normally he doesn't have access to. Free of charge. And weirdly, the golden thread does more than this thing does, and this thing sells for more. So I can actually sell that off if I so choose. I can also give it to Lindsay. Remember, she has bardic performances, but it's only a +2 to her charisma for this flamboyant hat. And if I give her this thing, she's at a +4 here, or sorry, +4 here. So that's a 22. This would be 2 points higher at a +6. So her spells are more likely to land. She gets more spells in a day. I'd rather she have more spells, quite frankly. And that thing's not worth that much. We'll totally sell that off. Cool, cool. We'll power level these guys up real quick, just because I never care about them. So here you go. You leveled up. And anyone else level up while we was away? Anybody? Anybody? No. Alright. So, first, did anyone drop off any goodies in the kitty? Does not appear to be. Oh, and we have stuff to drop off here, though. Yes. That, and that. And anything else? Let's actually sort this out by type. Weapons. Nothing I want to leave behind. We need to decide if anyone needs that shield or if I can sell it. Looks like... Good there. Lots of wands, man. We got a lot of wands. The Rod of the Fearless. Oh, we never read this. This rod grants the wielder a +3 bonus to saving throws against fear. It also grants his wielder the ability to make up to 3 spells per day. Quickened. Hey, here we go. Through as though the quickened spell feat. Lesser rods can be used with spells of 3rd level or lower. So this will only work on level 1, 2, or 3 spells, is what we're basically saying. But a quickened spell, for those of you that don't know, is like an instant cast. So it literally is like you're allowed to fire a spell off and then fire a spell off. So you can literally cast this spell quickened and then cast another different spell right behind it in the same combat round. That's awesome. Swift action stuff. Very, very cool. That's actually something we could probably put on like our Eldritch Scoundrel, because then she could like quick attack with, like, say, a ray spell, and then quick attack again, or like a regular attack again with that same ray spell. So if she can sneak attack, she can get double sneak attacks in the same combat round against the same target. That could be uber in destroying a single boss. You need to do that. And then I got the Rod of Fearless and Lesser Quick and Meta. Oh, I got a Quick and Meta Magic Rod up here too. Holy shit. Alright, we need to parcel that shit out. Where you at? You already have Meta Magic Rod of Rhyme, Persistence. Yeah, you don't need that. You take the Lesser Quick and Meta Magic Rod. And for me, I'm going to take the Fearless one. I want to make sure I don't get scared. The bad guys, they terrorize me all the time. Alright, we're done here though. What else would I have put away? Nope. All this stuff is the stuff from the Tenabra Steps. Except for the Dizzy Head, of course. Anything in here? Not really. Oh, we have that letter. We should go see if that is a thing. I do want to put these things where they belong. Like so. So Fallen Warrior's Buckle, Fallen Warrior's Boot, and a charred, technically screwdriver. So we've got two stories here. This one and this one. They're separate things. So obviously Fallen Warrior. There must be 4 or 5 things of this out in the real world. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ancient scrap methods. Let's actually collect all those. See how many there is. It's probably 11 if I remember correctly. It's a big number. If it's like 16, I'm going to be quite pissed. But it's what it is. Quick save, of course, first. And storyteller. I brought some relics or anywhere they have a story. Some off my stuff. I found shards of an ancient artifact. 15. Bastards. Okay. 15 of those things we need all together. Like I said, I knew it was going to be something big. But that is the Cloak of Lost Souls or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. And the Cloak of Lost Souls, for those of you that don't know, is an item that will lower your constitution and give you all kinds of necromancy buffs, and you'd be like, why would I want to lower my constitution? Haha. But remember, we have 2 different undead on our team. We have an Inquisitor, who has necromancy spells, who's undead, and we also have, and that's Jaethal, who's a normal teammate, and a mercenary, who's my personal favorite of undead, the Eldritch Scoundrel. So she could wear it, and it wouldn't hurt her one bit, because again, she doesn't have a con stat. That's why it's great to give to an undead person. So you see how that worked beautifully for us? Having said that, I want to get out of here. Quick save. Let's take a look at this and just see if there's anything going on here where we need to solve a problem immediately. It's over 3 hours now, so this video is about done. But we'll go into town just to make sure everything's decent. Okay, we have a day. So literally tomorrow he's going to pop. That's why we wanted to be back here, to make sure that we was able to scum save that. Right? So we'll come back to that in a second. Teammates are tired anyway, so I'll probably am having to take a knee, and that might be what turns us into the next day. But before we do that, I want to talk to the storyteller about Val. Right? The captain of the guard told me you had a fight with Valerie. Alas, this is true. Believe me, I didn't want to fight, but my fool curiosity wounded Valerie's pride. I will apologize to her the first chance I get. What was the fight about? I asked Valerie if she still had anything related to the Eternal Rose Order from back when she was a novice. An innocent question, but she took it as impudence or insult. Please don't blame her. I'm to blame for what happened. Do you think Valerie has been acting strangely lately? What can I say? We are not that close. She has no interest in the things that matter to me, and I prefer the world of ancient heroes and old legends, not the fuss that's all around us here and now. So I don't have any answer to your question. But I know that those who consider Valerie a close companion might be hurt by her words. Yesterday I talked to Lindsay, and when I mentioned Valerie, I heard sorrow and tears in her voice. Maybe the tireless chronicler is having a tough time for the very same reason that you honored me with your visit today. That's all I wanted to know. Alright, Lindsay, what do you got to say for yourself? Where you at, Lindsay, love?
I'm there.
She's in here somewhere. Lindsay. Damn it, Lindsay. Hide from me. Damn it, where's she at? She's not here. What did you do to Lindsay? You big meanie. Alright, anyway, we're going outside. to the main town anyway. That's weird. I always thought that she was inside the capital with us. Anyway, this will give us something to do out here. And we want to talk to the Sweet Teeth. Remember, we found that elephant dead bone area, and that's a place to send them. That was the one spot I was telling you that I knew for sure. Okay, am I just blind here? I'm not seeing Lindsay at all, guys. What the fuck? Is she in the bar? I wouldn't think so. Could be wrong on that. Let's deal with these guys first. Complete my task. Lindorm's grave is in terrible condition. Polish all the bones to a shine. Sure, sounds great. Thank you. Bye. Peace out. Whatever. Get lost. And I think that might be our last quest for those guys. And we might have one more. But it is a very weird, very, very weird thing. So that's Octavia and Reg. That's Juby. Clearly Knock Knock. And that's Ekin and his dog, Okbo. Valerie's here. These are there. Tristan's there. Yeah, Lindsay's not on this map, guys. What the F is going on? She's got to be here, right? Or she scared her away. That is a possibility. Said she was crying. Or, well, she had tears in her voice, or whatever the hell that means.
Hungry. When we stop.
Alright, easier if I just pop open the map. Dora, Amiri, she ain't here. What is going on with Lindsay that she's not around, guys? That's weird. Alright, first, journal. Maybe it's in the journal. Lost relic. We've got one. Cold Trail. Find the missing Deface sisters. We got one of the sisters. We got two more to deal with. Lost brother. Let's deal with him. He ain't here.
I'm there.
Am I missing something? He's not here, right? Oh, there he is. Take a look at this letter. It's related to your family. I found it on a dead body lying in an ancient Cyclops tomb. Harris grabs the letter eagerly and starts reading it line by line, faded though it is with time. A tomb of Cyclops? Looks like you shed light on one of the secrets of our family. The bones you found were the remains of my great-grandfather, Matthian Hanvaki. Penrod Hanvaki is there, so it's not a brother. All you do is pray my brother has been spared the same fate. I beg you to find him. Me, your great-grandfather. Matthian Hanvaki was known for his bravery and recklessness. When our family was dealing with some financial difficulties, his best idea was to leave his family estate, his wife, and his children in the care of his brother and go off treasure hunting with a group of daredevils of the same kind, let's say. No one's seen him since. Unfortunately, stories like this aren't unusual in our family. Stories about the exploits of my great-grandfather have become legends. The bards praised his courage. Too bad no one wrote any songs about his widow and everything the poor woman had to endure. Yeah, no kidding. Right on. At least we got that part taken care of. So again, a piece of the puzzle, but still not done. Still need to find Tillman. Okay, and I'm fine with that. Alright, no errands. On our duty. Wait for news. Simple favor. Looking for unicorn horn. Plenty of time for our curse. Prosperity. Oh, here we go. Burning bridges. Talk to Lindsay. So remember that she's not anyone was so resilient to Valerie's wrath and recommended the bear take care of the more vulnerable of his court. I didn't know he was so sweet. Ah. We still haven't found Lindsay. Where the hell is she? This is gonna bug me. I feel like she's like right there on the map and I just don't see her.
May we have a moment of respite?
You may not. So there's Jod, Reg, Octavia. What the hell's wrong with you, Reg? Phil, Juby, Castle. Oh, here she is. Shit. This is so tiny. Bad place to put her, guys. It would have been easier to see if she had her damn hat on. I will say that. That's my own fault. The halfling girl with tousled hair wearing a dusty traveler's outfit sits chewing the tip of her quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. Have you noticed anything strange about Valerie lately? Lindsay lingers and sighs dully. I had a fight with her, a big one. Well, I wanted to talk to her about the best way to describe her hair color in the book, and she... Lindsay pouts. She said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I busied my time with I won't even repeat it. Ooh. Ooh my. How could she hurt you like that? Yes, I mean, wait, Lindsay licks her lips. I wasn't hurt. It's just... Oh, it doesn't matter. You perform chaotic good. Okay, to be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, though she can be cold at times. But now it's like she's changed, and it's all after, Lindsay gathers her strength after she got the scar. I talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. She's gotten so spiteful after she got hurt, though she keeps saying she doesn't care. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. Lindsay holds out her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued with the powers of Shellen, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. That's how Lindsay never dies, which is awesome. So please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here. I promise. Okay, I have to go. We'll talk more to her eventually about our other stuff, but I need to deal with the Val situation because I can't have dissension in my ranks like this. Valerie, greetings. Valerie sighs. Everything is well, I hope. I'm ready for new orders. Valerie, we need to talk. You've been acting strange lately. If you're going to bring up that scene in the throne room, don't waste your breath. Evold completely deserved that speech. Captain of the Guard said you were taking it out on random people. Valerie narrows her eyes. So the Captain of the Guard thinks I'm incapable of carrying out my duties to you and your subjects? Perhaps he should change his armor for a judge's mantle, if he's so ready to declare such verdicts. I know you had a fight with the storyteller, and you yelled at Lindsay. The storyteller, what business of his if I have anything left from the order? Does he imagine if I'm still carrying around Shellen's radiant face as a souvenir? And as for Lindsay, she knows full well how her constant babbling about her book irritates me. Why did you think the past grenade next to the tavern entrance was about you? Who else could it have been about? That scribbler used to never leave me alone, dogged my heels, asking questions whenever I appeared on the street, and now Valerie stops angrily and looks away. Listen to yourself. Why all this bile? I want to help you. Valerie twists her lips and looks away as if she wants to end the conversation. Wait. When the girl starts talking and her voice sounds soft. Please forgive me, Dora. I understand your worries, and my behavior over the last few weeks has indeed left much to be desired. I don't know why I'm doing these things. Lindsay thinks you're concerned about the scar. So typical for a superficial opinion and a superficial conclusion, Valerie sighs. Forgive me, it's difficult to admit I was wrong, and Scatterway and Lindsay is apparently right. The girl hesitates, lifts her hand, and touches the scar on her face. Since it appeared, it's like the world around me has changed. Wherever I went before, my admirers, followers, and bards used to follow me around, and now it's like I'm invisible. Worse, I see how those I talk to try hard not to look at the scar. It's like it undid me completely. Valerie stops again, absently running the tips of her fingers over the ugly scar on her face. She finally pulls her hand from her face and looks at you. I've never seriously imagined what would happen if I lost my beauty. I thought my actions would speak much louder than my appearance. But now I'm having doubts in this and in everything else I keep telling myself. I don't know which one I like out of these two. So let's read them both just so you understand what we're talking about here. You've always said that beauty isn't really important. Are you changing your views now? That seems like an insult. It's like saying that now she's not beautiful and therefore she finally realizes that she made a mistake. You're letting your old beliefs cover your pain and disappointment. Let yourself grieve for what you've lost. See, I like that one better. Valerie looks down. I don't know how to be weak, Dora. This is not what I was taught, the girl smiles sadly. You know, when they buried my grandmother, I didn't shed a tear. My mother was frightened for my cold heart, and my father thought this was another reason I should become one of Shellen's paladins. But in fact, I simply don't know how to weep over something I've lost. Valerie runs her fingers through her hair and sighs. Thank you. Now I know what to do. Since I don't know how to cry and wail, I'll do something useful. There's a lot of people I need to apologize to. Alright. I'm actually okay with that. That seemed like a happy resolution, or at least as happy as it can get. As for the sweet teeth, keeping them busy. Okay, so now it's time to rest. Okay.
May we have a moment of rest?
And if it's not the next day, we'll have to burn a day up on the clock. Let's find out.
I'm off.
Nope. So, burn a day. So we're going to save quickly, and then we're going to burn a day here, so we can be here for this. Awesome. He passed it. Dead Man's Chest. The famous river pirate made a statement before his execution. He claimed he buried his treasure somewhere in the domain of the Baron. Adventurers from all over the world are rushing to hunt for the treasure. Perhaps it's worth making sure that it doesn't go to one of the neighboring states. A pamphlet published by the curator inspired many subjects to out hunting for the treasure. And an Asmer collector from the capital found the treasure and paid the appropriate tax. Well, thanks, buddy. Loyalty +1, culture +3, and 20 BP. Our BP's looking pretty solid these days, by the way. We're doing pretty good on stuff. Is there anything I can do? Nothing region-wise, nothing other. Can't do another curse right now. We're busy with the one. Bartholomew's never going to be a treasurer, so don't bother. Economy. Trade agreement with Gralton. Now, I could do one of these. So it was just a bonus to the economy. Restoration. This takes 30 days. So that's going to tie someone up for a full month. I'd rather do that at the beginning of the month. Improved diplomacy. Expert mountaineering. Okay. Oh, now this would be something. I could put Juby on this. Costs a decent amount, but we move faster in mountainous terrain. I'm down with that. Alright. What does that leave us now? We got a 2022, 7 and 19. So we got 7 days before this chimes in. He's got a pretty good chance at passing that. He's got an okay chance at passing that, but that's 19 days away. So, this is where we're going to be done for the day, though, guys. My name is Brother Mean. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.